up, world? Wake y'all asses up. It's another episode of King of DeBerry's podcast. King of DeBerry's podcast. We back at it again. Look, this is the third episode now, man. It's crazy. Everything keep coming along well and smooth. I've been checking out the views from the other podcasts, and I want to definitely thank y'all for tuning in and checking everything out. Like I said, always feel free to leave comments, suggestions, criticisms. If you want to go in on me and talk about me or whatever, yo, go ahead, do what you got to do, man. Like, I just want people to listen, and hopefully y'all catching the messages out of all of these podcasts, or if it's a funny podcast, I hope y'all just enjoy it. That's my main thing. I hope y'all enjoy the podcast. But today, on this episode, I actually want to talk about friends. Yes, friends. How many of us have them, right? Yeah, I want to talk about this. I talk to a lot of people. First off, I think the word friend gets thrown around very loosely now. And I include myself in that as well. Like, the term friend gets thrown around very loosely. Like, even like bro and stuff like that, sis and all of that stuff. Like, yo, that gets thrown around very loosely. And just in this today's time, like, we got so many people that we consider friends, but how many of them are really your friends? And that's kind of like what I wanted to touch on. Like, what is a friend? What are good friends? And then who's the friends that like drag you down and not really there for you? The reason I want to talk about this is, like, I definitely had to think about some of my inner circle, and the good thing is my inner circle is pretty good. I mean, I got some damn good friends, because we all understand each other. And to me, what I define as a friend is somebody that's going to give you honest critiques, but not trying to tear you down. They're trying to build you up. And then also, a friend is somebody, you don't have to talk to them every day. You don't have to talk to them every week. But when you need somebody to count on, to lean on when you're going through tough times, or you want to, celebrate a situation with somebody, to me, that's what a real friend is. Like, it's good to turn up with people. It's easy to be there for people when you having fun and, you going out and you partying all the time, or y'all going out having drinks and things like that. But how many of your friends going to give you the real? How many of your friends going to tell you what you might not want to hear, but you need to hear? To me, that's what a good friend is. And I'll definitely learn who my real friends are over this past summer. And so, like I said, at some point I will get into the situations that happen with me. So I want y'all to stay tuned. But, it's always things that show you who people really are. And like I said, man, I got some really good friends. Shout out to my mentor and my friend Kenny. Shout out to my boy Mike. Shout out to Ken. Shout out to my homegirl D. Shout out to my boy Greg 64. Shout out to them, man. Those are my like real core friends. Those are my real core friends. Like, whenever I go through stuff, those are the ones like I always like go to, because I value their opinion, and they're not just gonna tell me what I want to hear. They're gonna always tell me what they feel. Oh, excuse me, somebody in the background. It's always some nigga that got like a loud ass car or something that's always messing stuff up. Damn. I mean, I was on a road too. But anyway, to get back on topic, those are the people that I go to get advice that I trust. Cause what I don't want no yes men or women around me. I don't want that. I definitely don't want that. Like, I want people that's gonna keep it real with me and tell me what it is, and not in a way that's like trying to bash you. Cause you got some people out there that you think you're friends, but they always trying to talk down on you, or like they always try to say, yeah, you do good, but it could be better and things like that. Like they don't want to never give you your props. You got friends like that out there too. But what I want to focus on is what I told you, what I think my definition of a friend is, which is somebody that when times are good and times are bad, that they'll be there for you, not just monetarily, but like emotionally and spiritually there for you. And then also, I feel like a good friend is somebody that's willing to step back too. If you got friends, and all of my friends know this, like when I get in relationships, I kind of be ghost. You know what I'm saying? If they ever need me for anything, like they going through something or whatever, they know they can always call me. But you know, when I'm in relationships and stuff, they understand that, like, yo, it's not that I don't love you or care about you, but you know, my relationship is what's coming first, especially in my marriage. In my marriage definitely come first, and they all understand that and they all respect that. And that's what I love about it. It's never been no back and forth with my friends about, oh, dang, Paul, you don't never hit us up no more. Or dang, Paul, you be locked up. Or dang, Paul, it be this or that. Yo, they be like, yo, we understand. You a married man now. Like, yo, you gotta do what you gotta do. My homegirl D, like, we go through spurts when we talk. Like, we'll talk like every other day or every day for like a week or two, especially if she going through something or I'm going through something. We definitely try to help talk our way through everything. And then once we good, you know, we go back along our way. But I remember when she was married, like we didn't really talk at all, and I was cool with that. I'm not her best friend no more. Her husband is her best friend. Just like my friends are no longer my best friends, my wife is my best friend. If it's something super pressing, I turn to my wife for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I turn to my wife for that. I can't turn to my friends. And you got some people that got friends out here that's not willing to take a back seat. That's not willing to take a back seat. They say they support you. They say they care about you. They say that, you know, oh, I'm happy that you're married, or I'm happy that you're in this good relationship. But every time you tell them no, oh, see, it's because you married now. Or, they got you, the warden got you locked up now. Or this or that. Why I gotta be like that? Why I gotta be like that? You should be happy I'm locked up with somebody I love and care about. You should be happy about that. You should be mad that I'm not spending time with you because I found the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. You shouldn't be mad at that. So, like, my homeboy, like, all my boys know, like, when Paul get in a relationship, that nigga be ghost. He be gone. Like, we don't even hear from him like that. And they cool. They'll hit me up every time. Sometimes, you know, I might come out every once in a while, you know, chill out with them and things like that, man. But it's not, I'm putting my friends on the back burner. Especially when I was in, like, when you boyfriend, girlfriend. I do want to mention this, though. If it's a boyfriend, girlfriend relationship and it's not that serious, don't neglect your friends either. Because at some point, you're going to need them again. Your true friends. Your true friends. You're going to need them again at some point. So, I'm not saying, like, neglect your friends or anything like that. Or like, just be like, you know, oh, I don't need y'all no more because I got somebody else. Like, I'm going to always need my friends. I'm going to always need my friends. I'm going to always need them because I value their opinions. I'm going to need them to be there for me when things don't go well. You know, I need to be there for them to celebrate when things do go well. Because my core people that really rock with me, that really been there for me, I'm going to make sure when I do make it big, that they come along with me. It's not about, oh, we didn't talk that much. It's about when I needed you, you was there for me. That's what's important to me. I don't need to talk to my friends every single day. I don't need to hang out with my friends all the time. I don't need to hang out with my friends super often. But when my friends need me, I try my best to make sure I'm there for them. That don't always mean I can see them or whatever, but sometimes, I just talk to them over the phone when they going through stuff. Talk to them. If I get a chance to see them, I see them, and we catch up and things like that. I think I saw like a Instagram post or something like this. A real friend is somebody that you ain't spoke to in weeks, months, years, and then the next thing you know, y'all see each other and y'all catch up like ain't nothing ever happened. It's no hard feelings. It's no hard feelings. We all grow up. We all maybe have families. We all maybe get married. But we all grow and develop and turn. We go different directions. And that's okay. It's perfectly fine. Real friends understand that. They want you to grow. They want you to mature. And most of all, real friends want you to be happy. They want you to be happy. And I also think, especially if you've known them for a while, like most of my friends, like my boy Greg, probably my newest friend, but I've known him for 4 years now. They know you. They have a good idea of who you are as a person. And that's why when, like with me, when I'm ready to wild out or do some dumb shit, my real friends know, be like, yo, Paul, that's not you, man. Don't do that. That's not your character. That's not the type of person you are. They know that. They know that. My friends will catch me in a heartbeat and be like, bro, yeah, that's not you, man. That's not you. That might be them, but that's not you. My friends always, that's why I love my group of friends. And that's why you gotta inspect them. You gotta check the people that's around you. Cause you are I think I heard you're the sum of the 5 people you interact with the most. That comes with how much money you got. That's about like your personality type, all of that. You're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Now that's not just friends, that's like family and everybody included. Mentors, all of that. That's everybody included. But you just gotta really be careful with the people that you surround yourself with. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so critical. It's so critical. And the toughest thing to do is sometimes is to cut off friends or so-called friends. Just cause it's not about the amount of time. It's not about the amount of time you've known a person. It's about what they invest in you and how they make you become a better person. All of my friends, through somehow or another, taught me how to become a better person. My homegirl D, man, I'm so proud of her. She out here, she's a teacher. She out here getting it as a single mom. She been through a divorce. And she out here still kicking and moving, doing her thing. And the thing that I learned from her is like, yo, no matter what life throw at you, you gotta roll with the punches, and you gotta keep on pushing. Especially if you got children. You gotta keep on moving. And D always fight for me. You know what I'm saying? She always got my back. She always got my back. And she tell me stuff I don't even want to hear sometimes. Sometimes when I feel like giving up, she'll be like, "No, Paul, you ain't gonna give up. You gonna hang in there. You gonna fight through it." She'll tell me that. Then I got my boy 6'4", my boy Greg. Got a beautiful family. Got a wonderful wife. Got 2 children and stuff, man. And him and his wife known each other longer than me and my wife have. And I just look at their marriage and I be like, you know what? Even though we got married after them. We got married after them. But I definitely look up to the type of relationship they have. You know what I'm saying? This is another thing too. Just a little side note. when you're married, it's best you probably have more married friends or more mature friends than single friends. Because your single friends not going to understand married life. They can try, but if you ain't married, you not going to really understand. You can't understand. And it's alright if they don't understand. It's not for them to understand. But that's why sometimes you got to be careful. Because when you got a bunch of single friends, they out there doing single stuff. And then you married out here doing single stuff. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Because temptation is out here like a mug. So you just got to be careful. You hanging around with your single friends, single things, you get in single situations. Not all the time. You got some mature single friends out there. And it's nothing wrong with that. But most single people can't understand married life. And what it takes to make a marriage work. And that's why I definitely look up to my boy Greg and his family, because they have a wonderful family. I know they go through their issues or whatever, but they have a great family. They got a good family structure, man. I'm so proud of the family man that my boy is, that my man is, man. Like, he definitely is a great family man. He out here grinding and working, man. I remember when me and him first met, we connected because we both did beats. And, you know, I kind of slacked off with it because I had other business ventures and things that I was getting into. But he stayed with it. He got his own, he got a production company. He got a record label. Man, he out here doing big things, man. He doing it for his family. He doing it for his family. He go out here and work hard and grind every day for his family. And I got to respect that, man. How could you not respect that? How could you not respect a man like that? A wife that does a great job of working and taking care of home. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do such a great job as a family unit, man. And I definitely want to salute them and shout them out. You know, so I definitely so proud of my boy Greg and Linda and the wonderful family that they have. So I definitely want to shout them out. But if you're married, you need to have married friends. And I know me and my wife need to do a better job of hanging out with our married friends, both of us. So, you know, everything's learning. It's all learning. But yeah, man. So shout out to my boy Greg, 6'4", you know what I'm saying? Stacking Up Entertainment. What's up? You know, I gotta throw the plug in there for him. 6'4", you know, I gotta throw the plug in there for him. But also, man, I do got, even though I got those my married friends or used to be married friends. But then I still got some of my single people that I rock out with. Well, one's in a relationship, one out here single, ready to mingle. But we got my boy Ken, who's in a relationship too, man. And Mike, I'm gonna go ahead and link them two together. Man, me, Mike, and Ken, we go way, way back. Me and Mike go back to like elementary school. Even though we didn't really talk that much in elementary school, we go way back to then. And then me and Ken go back to maybe like 15 years old, 14, 15, 16 years old. So we all like really grew up together. We all grew up together. And I was always the distant one, you know, because I've always been focused on trying to build a legacy for myself. And then as my family came along, for my family, like I always been the worker. I always been the one, the calm, cool, collected one, the one that, you know, that just, you know, that I want at all the parties, you know what I'm saying? And they got that, you know what I'm saying? They understood that, they know that's me. And they don't never try to push me into anything or nothing like that, man, which I always respected about them. And it's funny, just a little side note, this is a funny ass story right here. Me and Mike really became cool probably around 13 or 14. And we became cool because my dad, when I was growing up, my dad was really, really tough on me, especially in sports, because he wanted me to excel. He wanted me to be the best that I could be at everything that I did. So he was the type where, like, you know, I was the first person at practice, the last one to leave. And if I was playing against somebody, I couldn't stop playing until I beat the person. So this is how me and Mike really got cool. We used to go play at this court called Chamberlain Elementary, right? Anybody that grew up with us, me, Ken, and Mike, around that same era, they know Chamberlain Elementary. That was the spot to go to. We played football there. We played basketball. Shoot, we had a bunch of fights up there. Like, everything was going on up there. Shoot, dudes was hitting girls up that mug. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I say hitting, I mean having sexual intercourse, for the people that don't know the lingo or whatever. Some dudes was having sex up at Chamberlain. It's an elementary school. It calmed down a lot, so don't worry. Any parents that have children that go there, they regulate that stuff a lot better now. But back in my day, it used to be wild. That was the spot. So every summer, like during the summertime, we would be up there from 12 o'clock to dark, out there playing sports, basketball, football, whatever, just hanging out, chilling, man. That was our spot. But to get back to the story, my dad took me up there one day, and I just started playing basketball, like really trying to get serious with playing basketball. And so my dad was like, had me playing dudes. So me and Mike ended up playing. Mike was whooping my ass in basketball, man. He probably beat me like 3 straight games or something like that. Like, he was killing me because he was so quick. Even though he only had one hand, he was going right like the whole time. I wasn't thinking back then, because I didn't have the basketball in mind, I couldn't stop it. And I was just a shooter. I couldn't really dribble or nothing then. So then after a while, my dad like, no, you ain't stop playing till you beat him. You gotta win. Da 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 da. So I'm like, damn, yo, I'm tired. This nigga just better than me. I can't beat him right now. So then I think it was like the 4th game, I end up finally winning, right? And so like I'm hyped, but like I'm so exhausted and tired, like I'm just ready to go home. So like forget about that. So then like years later, maybe like 10 years later or something, me and Mike was talking, and we were just reminiscing on the past and stuff like that. And so like I really thought I beat him. I really thought I just beat him. Like I just wore him out and I beat him. So he came to me, he was like, yeah, Paul. So we just talking, reminiscing or whatever. He like, yeah, Paul, he like, man, your dad was crazy, man. You remember that time like we was playing against each other and stuff like that? He wouldn't let you stop playing until you win. I like, yeah, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I finally won that game. He like, yeah, bro, I let you win that game. He like, man, I let you win that game. I was tired of playing. I was tired of seeing you, tired of beating up on you. So I just let you win that game. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't really care. I like, thank you. Cause at that time I was the best dude up at Chamberlain. But after a couple of years, I was the best ball up in Chamberlain. Anybody out there that grew up with us around that time, you could debate me on that. But I was the best by the end of it. But to get back, but with friends, you got memories like that. Just to get back to the point, you got memories like that when you got friends, that really care about you and that you build relationships with. So to get back to like Mike and Kenan, man, like they seen me through like all of my relationships. You know what I'm saying? They seen me through all of them, and they was always there for me. Every time we broke up, they had a part. It was always a party not too far away then. You know what I'm saying? Or we was going out or doing something. You know what I'm saying? And same thing, you know, whenever one of them, you know, got out of a relationship or whatever, especially Mike, me and Ken, we really starting to really develop our relationship even more now. But we always been around, we always talked or whatever. But far as like talking about our relationships and things like that, me and Ken are really just starting to get to that point now. But me and Mike, man, if I had a wedding, man, Mike would be my best man, cause he been there through everything, thick and thin. And you know, I tried my best to be there for him through as much as I could too. And that's the thing, man. Even though like Mike was single, man, he always was like, yo, Paul, man, I want what you got. I want, you know, I want to be married. You know, it's just I ain't found the right one. You know, and it's things like that make you like appreciate your friends. And then you got to have people like that make you appreciate what you got, man. You gotta have people that make you appreciate what you got. All my friends make me appreciate my wife. They make me do that. They make me do that. Even through whatever situations me and her go through, they're like, yo, Paul, man, stay strong, hang in there. Or, you know what, Paul, you wrong. Or this and that. You know, you gotta make it up. Like, they always, they keep it real, man. They keep it real. If it's another situation and the other person in the wrong, they'll be like, yo, that person wrong, man. But you gotta be the bigger person. Yo, I'm telling you, man. Friends can make your life either a lot easier or a lot harder. And if they're making your life a lot harder, or if you got a relationship that you really deep in, if they're making your relationship harder, then you either gotta look at your relationship or you gotta look at your friends. It gotta be one or the other. It's hard to have, like, if you got really good friends that care about you growing as a person, they should definitely care about you growing as a person. They should care about your well-being, your health, your well-being as far as that. They should care about, you monetarily. That don't mean they gotta give you money, but like, you out here grinding, you out here working, you out here trying to make moves to make money, to go out here and get it. If you got friends that's mad at that, yo, you might need to look at your friends. You might gotta look at your friends. And then the last thing, man, your friends need to have your back. If you tell your friends, like, yo, I'm about to get ready to ride on this person or whatever, your friends should be like, hell no. No, you shouldn't ride for that person. I mean, you shouldn't be riding up on somebody. You shouldn't be trying to fight somebody. You shouldn't be trying to do something like that. That's somebody that really got your back. If you plan on doing something dumb, like fight somebody over some nonsense, your friend should be like, no, don't do that. Cause that's somebody that really got your back. If your friend be like, yo, yeah, man, ride on that person, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever, go ahead. I'm not saying they bad. I'm not saying they bad people, but yo, if they telling you to go fight somebody, for people that's deep in the life, telling you to shoot somebody, telling you to take somebody out, yo, you might got to think about who you hanging out with, because you putting your life, your health in jeopardy, and your freedom in jeopardy. You putting all of that stuff in jeopardy. For what? Because of temporary anger? A real friend gonna be like, yo, why don't you just take some time and think about this? Let's figure something else out. But also, if you get caught up in a situation in the heat of the moment, they'll be there for you too. Maybe they ain't gotta throw a punch or anything, but they better be breaking up the fight. At least. You better be trying to, let me tell you something. If I'm in like a club, or like, this didn't happen before, when we get, when you get in sports situations, man, testosterone is high, man, everybody egos is high and everything like that, man. It's been so many situations when I was younger, especially with crazy ass Mike. It's been so many situations where, like, we was ready to get to fighting. We was ready to get to fighting playing basketball. Over some basketball. It seems dumb now, but back then that wasn't dumb. That wasn't dumb at all. Like, when niggas start talking smack and everything, and they talking shit, and you in the heat of the moment and you losing, or somebody giving it to you, as far as like getting buckets on you and things like that, yo, it get heated. And you as friends gotta have each other back. Like, if you about to get in a fight, I don't know how many times I didn't pull Mike away from fights. I don't know how many times. Mike could tell you that too. I don't know how many times I done pulled him out of fights. Luckily, he never got it in no actual fights around me. But I done pulled him. I done definitely stopped him a few times from getting in fights. But if he got to fighting, if I can't break it up, then I'm swinging with him. I'm gonna try to break it up first. But if I can't break it up, I gotta fight with him. Cause what kind of friend am I? Especially if it's an uneven fight. If it's if he fighting more than one person, I can't just be standing on the sideline not doing nothing. I'm gonna try to break it up first, and if I can't break it up, or if it's getting out of hand, then I gotta swing too. That's called self-defense. To me, that's called self-defense. But a real friend is gonna try to break it up and try to keep you from getting to that point. That's what real friends will do. And you gotta to wrap everything up, man. I want to shout out all my friends that I had mentioned earlier, my real friends, and then I got a bunch of other friends that's like associates that's like we building up to that friendship. So it's a lot of other people out there too. Before I get to that, I gotta get to my number one friend. It'll be between my friend Mike for best man too. I don't know how I forgot this, and my friend Kenny. And I only known Kenny for 4 years. But Kenny, I don't even view Kenny so much as my friend. I view Kenny as my mentor. And people need to have this too. You need to have a mentor that's in your life that you can go to for advice when things get tough. And they'll give you sound, solid advice, man. Because they've been through it. My friend Kenny is older than me. Like, he probably almost like 10 years older than me. But he's married. He got children. He's been through what I'm going through now. So anything I talk to him about, he been there before. He could talk to me about it. He could talk me through it. He could tell me what he did, and if that was right, or he could tell me what he did, and that was wrong, and he could suggest something better to me. Man, Kenny has been a major blessing in my life, man. That's what friends are supposed to be. Friends are supposed to be blessings to you. Friends not supposed to just let you do whatever you want to do when you want to do it. They tell you, look, Paul, wake your ass up. You got responsibilities. Paul, you can't just go out and hang out all hours of the night. You got a wife and a daughter. Paul, you can't go out here and just spend money on whatever you want. You got to make sure your wife and daughter got clothes and stuff on their back. That your house is taken care of. Paul, you got to keep your promises that you made to your family members and to yourself and to your friends. That's what real friends do, man. And my friend Kenny, I actually call him my mentor. My mentor Kenny not only talked to me about life situations, but he talked to me about growing as a person. He the reason I read every single day some type of book. You got to be working on your mind, because if you ain't moving forward, you're moving backwards. I read every single day. I write down. I try to. I'm not the best at it. I'm trying to be more consistent, and that's another thing he talked to me about. But learning consistency, staying on top of stuff. Like when you start something, you just keep doing it till it becomes a habit. Every day I try to write like my goals and dreams and stuff down, who I am as a person, so you never forget it and it get embedded in your head. I do that every day. I read every day. I try to meditate every day. I more so meditate maybe like 2 or 3 times a week. But I try to meditate every day. He told me to value my wife. He like, yo, Paul, value your wife. He the one told me, like, Paul, you ain't got to win every single argument. You don't got to win every argument. If it's not nothing major, it's alright to disagree and just be cool with it and let it go. I'm still working on that, by the way. My wife would tell you that. But he'd be like, yo, you got to do that stuff, man. If you really want a happy marriage, a marriage that's loving and caring, He's like, you got to do stuff to make yourself lovable. You got to talk to her, ask her how her day's been. You got to, you got to give her the massages. You got to tell her how beautiful she is every day. You got to go see her at work every once in a while, just to let her know, like, yo, I wanted to check up on you, make sure you're okay. This stuff he told me. Because he's a married man, and he went through this stuff before. So now he like, look, Paul, I don't want you to go through I don't want you to make the same mistakes I made. You got a chance to do better. That's what friends is about, man. Friends should want you to better yourself. Even if that means separating from you. If I talk to some of my friends and they was like, you know what, man, I gotta move all the way. Like my boy Mike. My boy Mike. He moved to New York because he found better opportunities up there. Yeah, we miss him down here and everything like that, but shoot, I like, man, he was like, man, I don't know what to do, I'm kind of stuck in this middle place, you know what I'm saying? I got all this stuff here, and I'm not sure what to do. I'm like, bro, you don't have a girlfriend or a significant other, and you don't got a child, man. If you got an opportunity to go, you got to go, and you got to take it, man. You got a chance to make more money, to better yourself. Yo, man, you got to take that opportunity and run with it, man. Don't worry about us. We going to be all right. Go do your thing. That's exactly what I told him. Because that's what good friends do. And me and him had business dealings. We had a business plan together, and we had started working on this business idea. And I'm not going to say it, because y'all might take it and run with it. And me and him going to get back to it at some point. But we had business plans and everything in place. And I told him, like, yo, before he even started thinking about going to New York, I like, look, man, I'm really busy right now to really get this thing off the ground. Like, I'm going to need you to do, like, a lot of work. And I'm going to definitely try to help out where I can. But I came up with the idea, and I presented it to him. He's like, yo, I'm on board with it. We had that deal in place. And then a couple months later, he was like, yo, I got an opportunity, man. He's like, I don't want to leave you hanging or nothing like that, but, I got this opportunity. I'm just trying to see what you think. I like, bro, don't worry about me. Don't worry about this business, man. You go do what you got to do, what you feel is best for you. It's not about what the business we had between each other. It's about doing what's best for him. The move he felt like he had to make. I'm going to support him making that move. That's it. That's friendship, y'all. I see too many people here with friends that hold them back. That's not helping them grow as a person. I see it so often. So often. So many people enable people to keep making bad decisions. So many so-called friends out here. I don't know how many times I didn't talk to some of my friends about, like, yo, you making the wrong decision. I feel like you're making a bad decision. And we'll go back and forth. Especially me and Deidre. Me and Dee stay going back and forth about decisions. She'd be like, Paul, that's a bad decision. I'd be like, oh, that's a bad decision. And we'll go back and forth for like an hour on the phone about why we feel like it's a bad decision, or we'll defend our position. And then the next day, we both think about it and be like, yo, you know what? You was right. You was right. You just looking out for me. But I don't got no yes man in my camp. And I don't want that. I don't got people that enable me to continue to make bad decisions. I don't got people that's going to pull me away from my family. Everybody respects me as a person and the decisions that I make. And they also would tell me, Paul, you wrong. Paul, you wrong. And I've been told that a few times by my friends. And it's okay. And I'm gonna be told that again in the future. And I don't hold none of that stuff against my friends. Because my friends always say it in a in a non what's the word I'm looking for? Damn. I need to expand my vocabulary, y'all. I be going blank on words I'm trying to figure out. But they don't do it in a way that seem like they are trying to attack me. It don't never seem like they trying to attack me. Everything I can always tell come from love, from a loving place. From a loving place. So, I mean, I'm just checking the time now. On this podcast. Let's see what time we at. Cause I don't want to keep y'all all day. Woo! Yeah, we've been going for a second. But this was one I feel like I definitely need to make for myself and then for other people. To like really view your friends. Just think, where have your friends added in your life? Are you still the same person? Or the same type of person? Are you still doing the same things that you did when you first met this person? If you're doing the same thing, if you know somebody for 2 or 3 years, and this your best friend, your best friend or your close friends or whatever, and you looking, and 3 years later, y'all still doing the same type of things, you might gotta be like, yo, are we evolving as people? Are we pushing each other to really better ourselves, to do something different? Or are we just happy just being stagnant? There's a lot of people that got friends that's happy being stagnant. And you know what? That's okay. That's alright for y'all. If y'all fine with that, then that's perfectly fine. But when it comes to like really trying to develop, if you're trying to really get something out of life, you're going to need friends around you that want the same thing. That want to get more out of life. It don't got to be the same path. It don't got to be the same avenue. But you got to have people around you that want something out of life, man. If you want something out of life. If you're perfectly fine with where you are in life, then it's okay to have friends that's perfectly fine with where you are in life. But all my friends, man, I'm telling you, I'm so proud of all my friends. All of my friends are making, my closest friends, they making moves, man. And that motivate me to make moves. I don't want to be left behind. I don't want to be the brokest one out of all my friends. And that's another thing too about the 5 closest people. You should be, when you really moving and elevating, and this is the 5 closest people. This is not necessarily friends. This could be business associates, but people you surround yourself with the most or whatever. But you want to be the brokest out of the people out of your top 5. Because that means you always doing something. And then as you elevate, you continuously elevate your top 5. And when I say elevate or change your top 5, that don't mean forget about the other people. I'm not saying forget about your friends, but you got to continuously keep pushing yourself. And anytime you keep hitting the ceiling, you got to break through that ceiling. You got to break through that ceiling. And the thing is, when you break through that ceiling, you can pull others up then. You can help pull others up. Or not pull others up. You can show others the way, and then they can follow you. So as you keep building up your top 5, and you're the brokest out of that 5, when you become the richest, then you go up to your next top 5, but you're still in the top 5 for your friends. So now they building themselves up. So it's like a ladder, man. And everybody helping each other up. That's how a friendship with people that want something out of life should be. That wants more out of life. Don't stay stagnant, y'all. And encourage your friends to not stay stagnant. Encourage your friends to do more. If your friends are stagnant and you want them to be better, encourage them to be better. Show them the way. Show them by you making moves and you doing things. And then maybe you could be that light or that ray that your friends aspire to, and that's what motivate them to step their game up. But if you got friends and y'all still doing the same thing from when y'all first started meeting each other to now, and y'all known each other for over a vast period of time over years, if y'all in the same spot, you gotta really consider, like, yo, what are you doing? If y'all ain't have a house or a car before, and y'all known each other for 5 years, and y'all still don't got a house and a car, you might gotta evaluate your friends and yourself too. Everything is about progress. Everything is about progress. Your friends should accept your progression, and you have to accept your friends' progression. And it's okay to grow apart. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with telling your friends, like, yo, you know what? Like me and Mike, man, we, when I was single and stuff, like, we would hang out all the time, but he understand I got a family. He understand I got a family. I can't go out and hang out like I used to. I can't do that. And he understand that. And then at some point, you know, when he gets a family and things like that, we'll be able to do more stuff together like that, as all of us together. But, you know, I can't go out there and run like that, man. And your friends should understand that. And not only should they understand that, they should be cool with it, and they should be happy for you. If your friend's not happy with the fact that you got that you married, or that you in a happy relationship, then you gotta look at your friends. I'm telling you, don't let your friends steal your happiness. And if you got real good friends and you trust them the way that you trust them, and they voicing their opinions about your relationship, then you need to look at your relationship then. And then you got to compare the two and be like, okay, which one is the issue? Which one is the issue? Because if you got really good friends, and if you got really good friends and they complain to you about, like, yo, I don't like the way your wife treats you, or I don't like the way, like, I heard that your wife beat on you, or your wife cheats on you. Like, they telling you stuff like that. That's stuff a friend should tell you and be like, look, I don't like that. I think you could do better. I think it's a better situation out here for you. Or maybe y'all two should go get counseling or help or something, so y'all can work through it, but y'all can't keep staying in this same situation. That's what a good friend would tell you. But if you got friends out here to be like, oh, well, dang, you married now, you can't do nothing, or you trapped up in the house, or, you know, blah, blah, blah. We don't never see you no more. Oh, the warden finally let you out the house. You got to think about them. Oh, I am married. Or I am in a relationship. I can't go out with y'all like that. I can't hang out with y'all every single week. I can't go out and party with y'all every weekend. I can't be coming in the house all super late. I can't do that. And if I was, I would hope my friends would get on me and be like, yo, Paul, yo, you out, bro, you need to get home to your wife, bro. Or be like, yo, Paul, you out here wilding, bro. You need to chill out a little bit. I would hope my friends would tell me something like that. So look, I went on a long ramble. I definitely went over the limit that I had thought I was going to talk about. But this was definitely something I felt like need to be addressed, not just for myself, but for a lot of people out there. Learn to not get rid of your friends, but learn what value they add to your life. And if they're not adding the correct value to you, if they're not adding the value to your life, then what they're taking away from it, then you might need to assess your friendship with them. You need to, I'm telling you, you don't want friends, especially when you're in a relationship. Because I'm talking to myself, so I keep saying relationships or marriage or this or that. But even single, like, if they're not adding value to your life, then you got to figure out, well, damn, do I really need to be hanging around them? Do I really need to do that? So look, I just want to thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all stuck with me through this one, y'all some soldiers. Y'all stuck with me through this. Y'all some real soldiers. I appreciate y'all for this, man. But I hope I dropped some gems for y'all. I hope I'm adding value to your life with this podcast and things like that, and kind of helping y'all so y'all avoid some of the pitfalls that I've had, that I experienced, or that I've seen. So, especially with this friend thing, man, this friend thing is something serious. You don't want to have, you don't want to have people around you that's stealing your joy. So look, once again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to King of DeBerry's podcast. Look, this is a wrap. It's been a long one. Y'all take care. Have a great night or a great morning whenever you listen to this podcast. Look, y'all take care. Be blessed. Stay positive. Go out there. Get it. Make some money. Be happy. Be fruitful. All that good stuff. All right, y'all. Peace.